Fast Hugs BID is an acronym used in critical care and ICU settings to summarize essential aspects of patient care and management. Each letter represents a specific area of focus, highlighting nursing responsibilities and key actions. Nursing responsibilities. F. Feeding. Ensure enteral or parenteral feeding is initiated as appropriate, monitor intake and assess tolerance. Collaborate with dietitians and healthcare team to adjust feeding regimen based on patient's condition. Analgesia. Assess pain using standardized scales, administer analgesics promptly and titrate doses to achieve pain relief. Monitor for side effects and effectiveness of pain management. S. Sedation. Evaluate sedation levels using sedation scales. Example, Richmond Agitation Sedation Scale. Adjust sedative medications to achieve optimal sedation goals. Example, sedation vacation. Monitor for sedation-related complications. Example, oversedation, delirium. T. Thromboembolic prophylaxis. Implement mechanical prophylaxis. Example, compression stockings, intermittent pneumatic compression devices. Administer pharmacological prophylaxis. Example, anticoagulant therapy, based on risk assessment. And protocols, monitor for signs of bleeding or thrombosis. H. Head of bed elevation. Ensure patient's head of bed is elevated to 30 to 45 degrees, unless contraindicated. Monitor and maintain proper positioning to prevent complications like ventilator-associated pneumonia, VAP. Educate patient and caregivers on the importance of head of bed elevation. U. Ulcer prophylaxis. Administer prophylactic medications. Example, proton pump inhibitors, to prevent stress ulcers. Assess risk factors for gastrointestinal bleeding and adjust prophylaxis accordingly. Monitor for signs of gastrointestinal bleeding and intervene promptly. G. Glucose control. Monitor blood glucose levels regularly using point-of-care testing. Administer insulin and adjust doses according to established protocols. Educate patient and family on glucose monitoring and management strategies. S. Spontaneous breathing trials, SBT. Collaborate with respiratory therapists and physicians to conduct SBTs, monitor respiratory status closely during trials, document findings and communicate outcomes to the healthcare team. B. Bowel care. Assess bowel function regularly. Implement measures to promote bowel regularity. Example, early ambulation, adequate hydration, fiber intake. Manage bowel elimination issues such as constipation or diarrhea promptly. I. Indwelling catheter removal. Nursing responsibilities. Monitor urine output and assess for signs of urinary retention or complications. Use aseptic technique during removal. Educate patients about the process and document outcomes, ensuring patient comfort and readiness for removal. D. Drug de-escalation. No. Of days. Delirium. Nursing responsibilities. Monitor patient response and laboratory results to assess the appropriateness of current antimicrobial therapy. Collaborate with the healthcare team to adjust therapy based on culture and susceptibility results, aiming to use the narrowest effective spectrum. Clinical procedures. Arterial blood sampling. Arterial blood sampling is a process of collection of arterial blood from the artery. The arterial blood sample is mainly collected to analyze the concentration and pH of certain gases dissolved in the blood. This procedure is called an arterial blood gas analysis, ABG. The blood sample for ABG can be obtained in two ways. 1. By using a needle and syringe to puncture an artery. 2. Through a catheter placed in an artery. Allen's test. The Allen test is a first-line standard test used to assess the arterial blood supply of hand. This test is done to verify adequate circulation to the hand in the event of a radial artery thrombosis. Compress the radial artery and ulnar artery to obstruct blood flow for a minute or two. Then release the compression and then notice the rapid return of color to the hand and check for good return of color to the hand for good collateral blood supply. Then compression of each artery is released to determine the return of blood flow. Site selection. Several different arteries can be used for blood collection. The first choice is the radial artery. which is located on the thumb side of the wrist because of its easy accessibility, superficial location, and availability of collateral circulation. Alternative sites for access are brachial femoral arteries, but these have several disadvantages in that they may be harder to locate because they are less superficial than the radial artery, have poor collateral circulation, are surrounded by structures that could be damaged by faulty technique, high risk of infection, risk of median nerve injury due to its proximity to the brachial artery.